Okay ladies, going to go through a really quick basic understanding of what the major food groups are. You'll hear us referring in the future to things called macronutrients. Macronutrients are basically large food groups, and we can define those as protein, carbohydrates and fats. I'm sure you've heard these words before. I want to give you guys some example of what kind of foods you'd usually categorize in each one of these macronutrient profiles. With protein, we're really looking for animal flesh, okay? So if you're vegetarian or vegan, it's a little bit harder. You might have to go eggs or even a protein supplement. But for most of us who are okay at eating meat, basically meat, fish, this kind of stuff is where we get a lot of our protein from. Now protein is very, very important for health. It regenerates the body. So our muscles are actually made up of amino acids which come from protein. So it's very important that we actually consume a fair amount of protein, both to regenerate the muscle mass and also for a lot of things in terms of detoxification and stuff like that. So protein is very, very important. Carbohydrates play as some kind of an energy source. Usually you'll find things for the carbohydrate banner: pasta, bread, rice, vegetables, fruit, cereal. It's a long list, but they're the kind of things which make up carbohydrates. Sugar is the worst type of carbohydrate. And for most people, where they're going wrong with body composition and with health is too much, too often. Most of us consume way too many carbohydrates, and that's where things are going wrong. Fats are actually very, very good for you. We do not get fat from eating fats. We get fat from carbohydrates. So as fats, we're looking for nuts, seeds, oils, butter, that kind of stuff. So what we're trying to give you guys here is, I guess, a basically do and don't list. Good foods, bad foods. The good foods are meat, rice, eggs, nuts, seeds, fruit, vegetables, these kind of things. I mean, honestly, if you just eat these kinds of foods, you can't go wrong. You don't have to weigh your food, you don't have to worry about portion sizes or anything like that. Eat a lot of this good food. The bad food, the stuff we need to cut out immediately, not just for body composition, but also for health. Processed food. How do we define that? Has a person or machine in any way created this food? So bread, biscuits, chips, anything which has been made by humans is processed foods. Sugar, in terms of added sugar, and alcohol, which is public enemy number one. If we can cut these things out of our diet, you will see a dramatic improvement in both body composition, health and performance. So the rule of thumb here, a simple philosophy that you guys can start to follow in terms of how do you assess your food choices and make better choices in the long term. And this is some really simple rules. Can you kill it, pull it out of the ground, or pick it off a tree? If you can answer yes to any of those questions, don't worry about it. Eat as much as you want. So meats, pull out of the ground, things like potatoes and root vegetables. Pick it off a tree would be nuts and seeds and fruit, this kind of stuff. And the number one thing I want to encourage you guys in this little video to follow, before we get to details of more complicated nutritional stuff, is I want to really encourage you guys and challenge you to follow a very, very simple and highly effective nutritional plan. It's so effective that 99% of people don't even know that it exists, and it's probably the most fundamental nutrition plan, the most successful nutrition plan ever known to man. And I made it up. It's called the no shit food diet. The no shit food diet means none of this shit. Nothing processed, no alcohol, no added sugar. If you follow that simple rule and cut these things out, you'll be amazed at the profound effects which it will make to your health, body composition and performance. So that's it, the message out of this video, guys. We're going to follow the no shit food diet for a while. The more complicated nutritional stuff we'll get into in the future, but that's our challenge right now. No pizza, no chips, no McDonald's, no soda, nothing. Lots and lots and lots of this stuff.